Hey everyone, I'm trying some new stuff today. For starters, the white paint I'm using today is Benjamin Moore Scuff X, and it's not just the base ultra white, it's actually called White Heron. It's what I used on the white trim in my bedroom this week, so I had some left over. And then I've got cadmium red light hue, metallic purple, magenta, deep yellow, which is my favorite of the yellows. Without knowing that I'll show you what I've done recently without even knowing it. At 2 different points I went to Michael's and I bought more. I guess I've had a fear of not having enough yellow. And then the blue that I'm using is cerulean blue hue. So a couple Liquitex basics and then some Artist Loft. And I mixed the paints. You know I don't use pouring medium. Today I did. So with Liquitex pouring medium, and I don't measure so I don't know how much. So I've got Liquitex pouring medium, Floetrol, and water, and I am painting over an old painting. This painting has been through a lot. Not only am I painting over an older painting, I am also then wiped off another attempt. So this canvas has had lots of attempts at being painted. I'm going to put 1 drop of Spot On Treadmill silicone. I bought this on Amazon. I think it was 11 or 12 bucks. So 1, 2, whoa, 3, yikes, 4, 5. I'm not putting it in the white because I'm going to have plenty of silicone going on. So I'm just giving them a quick stir up. Yikes. These paints are a bit thicker than my usual mix-up. They're just a little bit thicker because I'm not going to do a flip and drag. I am going to do just a dirty flip cut with a lot of white to try and get those big cells that I've been getting. Let me put my gloves on so that I can show you some dry paintings. I don't want to get paint on them, obviously. So let me set these aside. Aw, man. Okay, well, let's wipe that off. If it was just a little bit, I'd leave it, but that's a lot. Alright, so the first one I'm showing you is, hang on, I got to move all this stuff in my way. This is the one with the Benjamin Moore as the white negative space. And I really, really like it. As I was doing it, when I torched a little, I thought, oh my gosh, too many cells are happening. But they actually look like they calmed down. Got some great webbing, lacing going on. It turned out better than I expected. The white is great. Nice and smooth, good color. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I think the name of that white was something cotton. But it was Benjamin Moore Ben in eggshell. But, so as far as eggshell versus satin, hang on now, I'm trying to the other one. Eggshell versus satin, I do not notice a difference. You can notice a difference in color because this was a dyed white, so it wasn't base ultra white. So you can tell that it's, this one is brighter white. But this one, I believe it's a recent one. I believe I titled it Metallic Emerald Green or something to that effect. But in it, I used the metallic green and metallic espresso, and it looks really cool. And this one I am going to resin, because the resin makes the metallics look really cool. So now that I have showed you those, go ahead and get started on this one. This is a 10 by 10 canvas. As I said, it's been through a lot. You can tell from the back. You know, hopefully this is the last time. Which makes me bring the first one I did over it. Actually, this one I did gesso, which I never do, but I had bought it for those ornaments. So I already had the paintbrush, and I did it, and actually, because right here was a funky texture, and the gesso, you can still feel it, but it evened it out somewhat. Oh, I forgot to stir this white. I added water, and then I forgot to stir it. So many new things in this that are different. The Benjamin Moore, and the pouring medium, and the treadmill silicone. I have not, this is the first time I've used the treadmill silicone with the Liquitex pouring medium. But I'm not going to do a flip and drag because I'm not in a flip and drag mood. So, pouring white, you know, getting a lot of the white. And then I'm going to pour from above so that instead of layering, it sinks. So this might give a different effect at the end as well. Because the colors may be more embedded in the white, it may not be as negative space-ish look as some of the other ones. But look how pretty that cup's becoming. Very nice. And I need to make sure that I put a little sticker on these lids to mark how they are different. That they have the medium in it, which probably, I'll just keep them separate. So far that's what's going on. Pretty. And now I'm going to put more white. And this I'm just going to try and get on the top. Oh, I just saw some brown happening, which is probably from the orange and purple. But we'll see. And I can already tell this is going to be way too much paint for a 10 by 10. Got a little overzealous there. Normally I like tip. I'm going to see if I can pull right up. Wowza. Those are some cells. Zoom you before there's so much. I don't want them to tip off. Look at this. Cells galore. And it's not all about cells, and I've never really been one about cells, but lately with this treadmill silicone, I am becoming enchanted by them. I see tons of air bubbles, so I want to pop all those air bubbles. Somebody asked me about pouring over a painting that has been varnished. Don't know if it was through email or through could have been through Facebook, email, or on YouTube, but I have before. It's easier to do it over the Krylon spray than the Liquitex gloss varnish. Doesn't really like to play well with others, but it can be done. I think I would gesso it first though. The Liquitex gloss varnish does not like to be resined over either, but I had to once. So what I actually did was I had already used the Liquitex varnish on it. So then what I did was I varnished it again with the Krylon spray, and then I resined it and I put the WD-40 in the resin so I wouldn't get you know, those resisting spots. But yeah, the Liquitex gloss varnish seems to not play well with others. I am trying my hardest to get back to all of your questions and everything in a timely manner. I try to answer everybody within 48 hours because I've got people contacting me through email and Facebook and then YouTube, and I'm trying my best to answer everybody within 48 hours. So I am reading everything. So don't think, if you haven't heard right away, just be patient and I will answer you. So these colors actually ended up being very pretty. I kind of got a little worried when I saw a little bit of mud peeking in the flip cup, but that mud actually turned almost to a copper, and I'm okay with copper, not keen on mud. But the copper's not bad. Usually my house is covered in mud from my dang dog. She's a digger. So I've got mud all over my entryway and my kitchen floor today. But you know what? It's a day off of school. It's fall break. So quite frankly, I'm not worrying about it right now. I figure I can Swiffer wet jet it up later, but doesn't need to be done right this second. Everything in life is easier when you realize that it doesn't have to be done right this second, that, you know, the sky will not fall down if I don't mop it right away. And considering I'm the only one home today, besides the dog, and she's not judging. She's also not mopping, which is really rude. I mean, she's the one that made the mess. I love this. I love that it's like mainly white here and then gets kind of crazier as it gets out. I really like the composition of this one. There are tons of air bubbles in it for some reason. Don't usually have that many air bubbles, so I am going to torch it, because otherwise the air bubbles will pop and leave divots, and I don't want that. seeing something in here. No? That must be... Huh. I'm gonna give it another shot with the torch. Oh, and for those of you that follow me on Instagram and wonder why there's so many dog stuff on there now, I joined the Destroyers Club on Bark Shop. And when you post, oh, I missed a whole side. When you post on social media pics of your dog with their destroyed toy and hashtag them, then you get points. So you get points towards new toys, and my dog destroys everything. So now I am getting points for all of her destruction. It looks kind of busy through the camera, and it is kind of busy, but in a good way. This might be the painting that stays. See, there's like that kind of coppery tone. Alright, so thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. And as usual, I always say I love reading your comments, and I will catch you all later. Bye.